What's today's topic? Let's just delete this one. Okay. So I hope my microphone is working. Mic test. Hello, hello. I've lost a lot of subscribers. Make one called How does this look? Okay, there you go. I like this. Hmm. Pretty sure I could trim this later when I make the video. So the stream goes live. Could be wrong. I don't know. Okay, first time streaming on first time streaming on StreamYard. I like it. No, it's not. Okay. I need to get another monitor. How do I set it up like this? Okay. Wait. Okay, is anyone in here yet? Refresh. I got 2 people watching. 2 people. I wish I could see. Oh, you can see it. Oh, okay. Why can't I? Why is my screen not sharing? There you go. Oh, but the problem with this is that I can't. It doesn't show your guys' chats. Oh, no, I don't like that. I really don't like that. How do you guys like the new setup? Hello, guys, everyone. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream. What's up, guys? I'm sorry I have not been making videos as often and as consistently as many would like. Unfortunately, guys, I am a lazy bastard and I'm not able to. I don't want to say I'm not able to because that would be very, condescending on myself. But pretty much, I'm lazy in a nutshell. But I'm trying to be better at it. I kind of hit writer's block on Nano Dimensions and Sonics, just like talking about them so much. Like I was trying to. What do you guys think about this channel being branded around those stocks? I think that kind of limits myself about what I can like talk about. Maybe I can make another channel about those things. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But hello, everyone. Doodoo, is that Doodoo LeBron or is that Dodo LeBron? Junior, what's up? Doodoo LeBron, I'm not sure. Dupe Snog, Snoop Dogg, hello. Georges, Andre. Are you my first patron? Man, one of you guys. Jujus, what's up, guys? Ron, hello. It's been a while. How are you doing, man? I keep forgetting my camera's right here because I have a tripod that I usually put my camera on, but luckily I have a surface that I could just put it right there. But it's not good for like videos. I don't know. This is like vertical videos, Everyone's here for some good news. Yeah, I mean they're still doing stuff. We'll get into that in a second. Hold on, let me put a banner. This is actually pretty cool. I'm going to show it to you guys. Current topic. Yeah, see, I could like throw that on the StreamYard is actually really cool. I like it. The fact that they let you kind of like make it your own. You know what I'm saying? Doo-doo. I'm sorry. Destroyed it. Junior, what's up, Junior? Junior Lewis or Louis? No, it's Lewis. Okay, so oh no, I'm lagged out, guys. Okay, no, I'm not. Am I still here? Okay, we're good. TTM is a target for a type of merger. Oh, so are you talking about TTM Technologies? Yeah, so they have been Nano Dimension's been with TTMI for a while. They're going to be like a major player, I think, in their commercialization effort. They've mentioned them, like, you know how they mention them, I think, mainly because TTMI has been around for a long time, and they're like a bigger distributor. They have like a large network of people that they can get these printers out to. Man, I need another monitor, like really bad. Yeah, Sean Patterson. That's who I have his LinkedIn up here. So this is the new addition to Nano Dimension. What was the press release? I had it up here. I had the press release up. Okay, so so we got this. Yeah, it's the latest one. Sean Patterson. So Sean Patterson will join as president of Nano Dimension Americas. So he's going to be responsible for, I mean, I would assume not just North America. If they say Americas, I mean, it's going to be from, I guess, the tip of Alaska and Canada down to, I guess, Chile, South America. Chile, I should say. Meme stock, is it because it's I think they call it a meme stock because no one really understands what they are exactly. Like, I mean, how, like, what exactly is, like, I think a meme stock is going to be, okay, I think meme stocks should be used loosely because, like, besides like GameStop and maybe AMC, I think people like to tie meme stocks with Wall Street bets. So you have to kind of like disassociate them from each other and really understand what's going on before something can really be seen. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, if you say meme stock, you're putting everything in one basket, even though there's probably some good things in that basket. But just because someone labeled it a meme stock, it doesn't mean it's a bad stock. Like, it's a meme stock because maybe it came out of Wall Street Bet's mouth at some point or something. But I wouldn't call them. Nano Dimension is not a meme stock to me at all. Deep Cube. DD. Okay, Deep Cube. Yeah, Deep Cube. They haven't really talked about them too much, but I know it's an important part of their business. Yeah, former. Okay, let's look at the new addition to Nano Dimension. Let's look at their at his LinkedIn, so we can figure out who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? So about Sean Patterson, guys, he is an executive with an extensive experience in leading teams across healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and transportation organizations in telehealth, e-commerce, cloud, aerospace, and defense. This, goes pretty hand in hand with Nano Dimension because that's where a lot of these Israeli guys have background in, is aerospace and defense. Currently head of operations at Amazon Care. Oh, also, I will add that Nano Dimension works closely with aerospace and defense for that reason. Sean Patterson has a solid foundation in technology systems through education and experience, coupled with a strong leadership and operational track record from both his industry roles as well as his time as a submarine officer in the U.S. Navy. Let's go to his work experience. So, we got Nano Dimension present for 1 month so far, which he's currently there now, so present. Worked at Amazon for 4 years and 2 months, was the head of operations of Amazon Care and Director of Transportation Operations Management. I don't know if you guys want me to read these in detail, but here we have TTM Technologies. He was there for a while, almost 6 years. Whoops, clicked that on accident. Let me look at your comments or the live chat, because I actually don't have two monitors set up next to each other, so I have to minimize the window and then pick it back up, or open it up again. So if I miss any of your messages or I take a while to get back to them, I'm sorry. It's because I don't have another monitor set up right now. I think it's a whack term personally. Whack term. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I think I'm going to buy a couple calls. Yeah, so I bought some call options on QSI stock and Jumia just to take some speculative positions, just because the markets have been kind of boring, and I wanted to try and spice it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I didn't take huge positions, so also keep that in mind. You don't want to be like 100% in options, because then you could lose 100% of your money. So expose yourself, but be responsible about it. You don't want, like one expiration date to ruin your entire investing portfolio, because, you wanted to go all in options. Same like with Deep Cube and Doc David, Eli. Baby's first reaction. Hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How are you doing? God, man, I wish I could like see your guys' faces, so that way I could like have that more direct interaction with you guys. Like, that would be really cool. I think it'd be cool to have random people in the chat as guests. Like, would that be weird at all? I don't know. What do you guys think? If you want to contact me, just go on my Instagram or on my Twitter. You can reach me on Twitter as well. Follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. My Twitter handle is JP_investing. So follow my Twitter. I have a lot of Bitcoin stuff on there, so I hope that doesn't really bother you. But if you want to contact me, it's a really easy way to get in contact with me, and I can bring some people on. How many people do I have in here now? I got like 30, maybe 29. I knew it. Okay. End of year price target on Nano Dimension. Honestly, okay, so I think if you guys bought anywhere above, let me pull them up. Technicals are only a small piece of it, guys. That's just the technical aspect of investing, because before we had charts and brokers being able to facilitate exchanging of shares between buyers and sellers in the stock market, all of this stuff used to be on paper. And the only way you're going to be able to do, high speed trading like this was going to be on it was going to be in person, like at the New York Stock Exchange. You'd have like physical certificates, things like that. The only reason everything is as volatile as it is now is because everything's electronic. Everyone can, look at price quotes every 2 seconds instead of like waiting for newspapers like once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? So don't be too involved in day-to-day price action. Just look at price action now in terms of like phases. You know what I'm saying? There's like phases of accumulation, there's bull runs, there's oh wow, brain fart. There's bear activity, like stocks will fall for some time, but that just allows more buyers to accumulate. Sellers start to pile in on their shorts. There's a lot of like market dynamics. So technicals are really only one aspect, and you really need to pay attention to the business. So just because the price quote changes all the time doesn't mean that things are really happening. So really try and distance yourself from looking at stocks all the time, trying to trade them. You just have to know what you own. That is the key factor here, guys. So as far as price targets, again, we have earnings in like a month. We could see price fall for that month. And you know how people like to trade news? We could see price falling. maybe come below this $5 mark, there'd be some, you know, price arbitrage because of their balance sheet. Remember that. Right now, intrinsic value based on cash and business per share is around like $6. So under 6 is, you know, looking pretty good, like very good, honestly. And we could see some, you know, people speculating and price shoots up. I have not looked at shorts in a little bit, so I'm not sure how many people are shorting Nano Dimension stock at this point. But don't associate yourself with the price like too much, guys. Like don't lose sleep, is what I'm saying. Like you shouldn't lose sleep on any of your positions. Price target. Sorry, I'm like beating around the bush on your question. It's really hard to say, but I would say anywhere between $6 and $11 is where we might end up at the end of this year, which is a really, but I mean, $6 to $11 is still underneath your $11.82 cost basis. So you're probably going to be red for a while, but it doesn't mean that it's going to zero. That's why it's important that you know what you own. Yeah, so as far as Nano Dimension's price, I think the downside is really like there's a lot of support on Nano Dimension's downside just because they have so much cash right now. So just understand that. Also, you know, they don't have as much downside risk as a lot of other businesses that are in similar situations where they're trying to commercialize their product and have some cash. I mean, Nano Dimension has a lot of cash, so just remember that they're in a good spot. They just have a lot of you know, things to prove to investors before like people really start to load the bag on Nano Dimension. Remember, Nano Dimension could be a $100 stock, pre-split basis without any adjustments. $100 in the future. That would, with current shares, assuming they don't dilute retail investors like you and I to oblivion. I mean, we're talking what market cap would that be? 250 million shares. If it's $100, that'd be like a $25 billion market cap. And am I doing the math right? 20, yeah, times 100, yeah, 25 billion. Okay. Before that would be unheard of, like 20 years ago, but now people are tossing out $1 billion market caps like nothing, pretty much. So 25 billion in the down the road doesn't seem too out of the picture. I just have charts up, by the way, just because a lot of people like to look at charts, but it's not all of it. Remember that. Like, being a good investor is looking beyond price. Even though price is important, it is looking beyond price. Price is not the only determining factor in what decision you make in a business. Okay, sorry, I'm getting back to your messages, guys. There's just so many things to talk about at once with you know, with what I'm trying to get across and what you guys are asking. Don Cummins, I thought Nano Dimension was doing good, and it went down the last 2 days, and news has been coming up for a couple of days, I believe, in Nano Dimension. Yeah, there has been. They've been releasing a lot of press releases. I just had that up a second ago. Go on their website, nano-di.com, and then go to investors press release, and you guys can be up to date with them. You can also subscribe to a newsletter. How do you do that? I'll get into that later, just so I'm not like just stuck looking at that. Next message. Cost basis between $6 and $7 between 3 accounts. Okay, yeah, you're in a good spot. Market cap or Nano Dimension. Oh, I just got a notification on my Gmail that Nano Dimension had a new 6K report filed. It's probably about Sean Patterson. As they spend cash and acquire other companies, you have to start incorporating the revenues from any new acquisitions and the depleted cash that they're going to have from purchasing those businesses. So that will have some effect as well. So they might go down in cash, but then the income they can produce is likely to go up because based on what Yoav Stern has said in the past, they're looking for established companies with pretty consistent revenues, and then not established technology, but not so much important on recurring revenue. They're just more interested in technology. Remember when I told you about ATOS last week? They dropped something like 40% since then. I honestly think you should take a look at it when you got time. It's the kind of company I'd like. Okay. Let's look at purely technicals right now. Okay, so on a technical standpoint, there was liquidity above these highs, a lot of market orders likely triggered all these people who are in this area. As we see, price really breached above $8, $7.50, and then pulled everyone back below the previous highs in March of 2019. Now this like technical analysis I'm doing right now, I have no idea if there's been any splits. There was a split 1 for 12 in the past. This likely is not represented in the chart at all, so this is probably a lot higher up here. So we could get a bounce. We could get a bounce around $5. So if you want to be more speculative and trade on technicals, kind of in and out, we're approaching support right now. But yeah, I would be wary of trying to chase this though. This kind of looks a lot like Nano Dimension in the end of 2020, where it went up, fell back down a bit, and then really spiked up, dropping, accumulating, and then it took its run to like 20, 30 bucks, 20, 30 bucks, 10 or 20 bucks. Yeah, you guys could look for that. I don't know what they do though, so I would have to do some research. I think Stern said he's not interested in diluting the stock from here on out. Okay, that's good. Haven't kept up with Nano Dimension and stuff. Yeah, because they come out with a lot of press releases, man. They have a lot of things to talk about, but I think they're just trying to keep investors interested. But really, when you read between the lines, it's going to be a while before we really see anything. Sensonics, please. I'll get into SENS here in a second. Let me change the topic here. We're about to go into SENS stock. I'm gonna do this real quick and boom, yeah, there you go. SENS stock. I really like StreamYard. Need to at least hear video still holding since $3 and a bit. New 6K filed from Nano. Yeah, I just saw that. I got that notification as well. Nanotification. Did you hear that? MindMed. Did I must have put this here somewhere sometime in last month. Yeah, I wouldn't expect much here. It's it breached this high, fell back below into the range. If you look at this right here, breached below these lows, came back in the range. So just imagine this right here is a range that we're going to be in for a while between $2.50 and $5. So could be some range trading if you wanted to, but I'm not sure how the fundamentals are. I wish I was like, a walking encyclopedia of every stock in the stock market. You know what I mean? Ale Rodriguez, you got to be careful with that, man. You really have to do your research. Like, just because I'm buying something and then you decide to buy it, just because I bought it doesn't really mean that you can get the full conviction from it, from understanding what the business does. Mainly because if you're just buying it, all you're doing is holding something that you really don't know too much about, and you're kind of relying on me to provide any kind of conviction to holding the position. No one's going to develop the conviction except yourself. So you really need to do the research on the companies you guys have in your portfolios, because if something's dropping 50%, are you going to sell it just because it fell in price? What if there was some market manipulation and you didn't really understand that because you didn't do the research? It's you have to understand what you're doing, basically what you hold and why you're holding it. But long-term investing is where it's at. So if you can hold through the beta, the volatility, and really focus on the alpha, the potential upside, and you do your research, I mean, you'll be able to sleep good at night, even if it's down 50%. And they're taking so long to announce major, because they're not on the mark. Habib, Habib said, why do you think there's the Nano Dimension's taking so long to announce major acquisitions? That's because they're not rushing to spend their $1.5 billion. They're not. They're going to take their time and really inspect businesses, the value propositions, the technology, the valuations of anything they're acquiring right now. They're being responsible leaders in terms of managing Nano Dimension's current situation. They don't want to run themselves dry. Like, nothing's going to happen day to day. So don't expect anything to happen day to day. Like right now, remember that like, if you guys don't remember, damn, I'm still talking about Nano Dimension. I got SENS up here. Hold on, let me hide this. Okay. Remember, Nano Dimension still has a freaking circuit board, floating around the planet right now on a satellite. They're doing research on that. That's going to take, it's a 6-month project, and they didn't take off until like a month ago or something. So I'm not much of a day trader. Like, I could probably, like, this year, 2021, I could probably count on 1 or maybe 2 hands on day trades I've made. I think 1 hand, honestly. The things that I've taken that are short-term positions, like totally short-term. I've really only been accumulating, bringing down my cost basis as things have fell from the beginning of the year, and just holding on. The thing I'm having trouble right now with is really trying to add substantial, like accumulating more than I would like to, just because my income's not really where I want it to be. It's really hard for me to accumulate, but I'm sure I made a pretty substantial purchase on credit cards with a bunch of Bitcoin mining machines, because I feel that there's, based on what's happening in China and everything, there's going to be a surplus in the markets. But speculating, as soon as the market starts to come back in Bitcoin terms, I'm looking that way because that's where all my machines are. Is that once price comes back on Bitcoin, the commodity aspect of the Bitcoin mining, like if you look at mining stocks, Bitcoin mining stocks, for every dollar that Bitcoin goes up, these stocks are going up like $2. Like, they're more amplified. So I also was interested in mining myself. So I have the devices, and the goal is to accumulate Bitcoin. But pretty much going back to the subject, I'm not much of a day trader. I prefer to just invest what I have and live below my means for the most part. Like, I'm not trying to splurge, and just know that $1 today that I invest today could be worth $10, $100 in the future. So that that Starbucks coffee that you're getting today, that's like $5. That $5, let's just say you sacrificed the pleasure of a Starbucks coffee and instead decided to invest those $5. That cup of coffee that you put to the side and said, screw it, I don't need it, that $5 could turn into $50 or $100 in the future, just because you decided not to have a cup of coffee. So it's pretty crazy what compound interest does. So, it's really hard to day trade. Like, unless you have a crystal ball, which you don't, it's really hard to consistently, key word there, consistently beat the markets day to day speculating. It's a Yeah, it's a struggle. Okay. What have I missed? I feel like I'm missing a lot of comments, guys. I'm sorry. It's really hard to look at all of these comments and pull up the stream at the same exact time. I think that works for me. Yeah, it really it allows it. Long-term investing rewires how you think about your future. Like, you want to have low time preference. You don't want to prefer things to happen based on short-term time horizons. Like, you want to think long term, because that's really where you get rewarded. Jeff Bezos, I forgot what interview, he had the mentality of not looking like a couple years, but he was talking like 10 years out. So if everyone has like a 10-year time horizon here in a decade, like, think about how fast the last decade seems for all of us. Time is linear for all of us, right? Like, how fast did that feel? Like, from 2011 till now, I mean, it's a long time, but like, we're here, it's been 10 years. We're here. So do that again, 10 more years. If you have the mentality, the knowledge you have now and the mentality you have now, if you apply that for 10 years, all of us here will be in a much better place. I promise you on that. You just have to have that long-term time horizon. Just focus on what you're doing and accumulate desirables. That's it. Okay. I guess investors are waiting for the acquisition, not interested in other PRs because the stock price kept going down on all their recent PRs. Yeah. I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, Habib. Just if you think something looks good, it probably is. So that's why price can be really distracting, because if something looks good but it's just, crashing, if that's all you're going based on, then you're going to have a hard time making any decision, for that matter. Buying a soda that I take that and buy more long-term stocks. Yeah, exactly. I wish I could show screenshots here. I invested in Facebook long ago. Ooh, dang. Hell yeah. Good job. Baby's first reaction. Baby's first reaction said, I wish I could show screenshots here. I invested in Facebook long ago when I was postgraduate. Only 5,000 invested. She's up, or he's up. I'm actually not even sure. 1,000%. Okay. So that $5,000 that maybe you could have bought, what's a luxury or some crap that you could buy for $5,000? Like, I don't know, like a really nice grill or something. I don't know. Now you could buy 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? 10 years long. That is my plan too. Yep. Got the wife's family in from Austin. Got to go play, family, man. Have a good day, you guys. All right. See you, Don. I'll see you later, man. We'll see you in the next stream. I was an intern at Fidelity Investments. I helped them build their trading platform. I think about investing, once I learned, is always to try to double your salary savings in 5 years. Yeah, 5 years doubling is so if anyone doesn't know, there's something called the rule of 72. So it can either tell you what interest rate you need to double your money within a desired amount of time, or it'll tell you what percent interest you're earning based on how fast you doubled your money. So I'll just put it basically, simply put, if you get 72 and divide it by, let's say, doubling your salary every 5 years, you would say 72 divided by 5, and that would give you 14.4. That's a percentage. So if you get 14.4% year over year average returns, every dollar invested today will double in 5 years at 14.5% roughly. To double your money in 3 years, guys, you need to earn 24% a year, average. And if you doubled your money in, let's say, 10 years, you're only earning around 7% a year in interest, which is really bad, in my opinion. That's you're just keeping up with money printing, inflation, and GTP going up, pretty much. That's it. Decked out gaming PC to play World of Warcraft, around 3,000 to 6,000. Man, I used to love WoW. WoW was my freaking jam. I loved World of Warcraft. 3,000 to 6,000 to build a computer. So I built my computer for, like, luckily my friend lent me a graphics card that I still use, but my CPU actually has like a built-in graphics card. I'm not sure how that works, but the CPU has like GPU capability. I don't know. Like, I was able to run my computer without a graphics card for a little while. So it was like $1,100 without the graphics card. So 3,000 to 6,000, you're building a beast for 3,000 to 6,000 bucks. Okay, what do we want to talk about? Should we talk about my writer's block? Because sometimes I don't even know what to talk about anymore. Because sometimes Nano Dimension's quiet, Sonic's quiet, and the like general generic stock investing scene on YouTube, I feel like, is very saturated. Like, you could find that anywhere. So I'm trying to have like a niche here. You know what I'm saying? If anyone has suggestions, let me know. Yeah, that's also a reason I have not finished my schooling. Yeah, it's like schooling's expensive. Short and long term, yeah. Short term is subjective, though, you know. So we got 41 guys in here. Anyone new to the stream, welcome to the stream, guys. If you guys like investing, if you're invested in Sonics, Nano Dimension, want to get the mentality of a long-term investor, want to learn more about Bitcoin, I highly suggest you guys like this video if you like what I'm talking about, and hit that subscribe button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps me, and I appreciate it very much if you guys do so. So, yeah. Molten Core, oh my gosh. James thing with Nano. Oh yeah, okay. So that was the other press release, I believe, the one before. James GmbH. All right, we'll talk about that here in 1 second. Let me read the last few comments you guys have made. Half Microsoft to pay off student loan. Oh, dang, man. It sucks. The interest on student loans, it still creeps up on you. I'm not diversified in crypto. When I think crypto, I'm really just thinking about Bitcoin. Ethereum's changing too much. All of these other new projects are too new. They change too much. Proof of stake is not something I'm really very confident about, as it centralizes the network. It centralizes the network basically to large holders of the crypto. And really using the word crypto, I honestly don't even like it. Like, Bitcoin's really the only one that has a use case in 2021. Ethereum's changing too much. Like, if you have Ethereum and you're doing your research and all that stuff, like functionality, all these new functionality and like bells and whistles, as people like to call them, does not make it a better cryptocurrency. Like, you get what I'm saying? Bitcoin's been unchanged since 2009. So it's really easy to buy Bitcoin. 2594. Yeah, man, you got some monstrous gains on your stocks, but why? Because you decided to hold it. Yeah, Bitcoin is getting an upgrade soon, and it's a rather small upgrade, but it's going to help nonetheless. Something called Schnorr signatures. If you guys want to look that up, it's the actual protocol upgrade, I believe, is called Taproot. But there's a lot to it, and it's something I wouldn't really be able to cover with confidence, just because there's a lot of things. But what I do know about Taproot is scalability is going to improve, because it's going to be able to mark transactions. The transactions are going to appear the same regardless if they're single signature or multi-sig, and it's going to pretty much reduce block size just because it's going to make everything, more simpler to look at. And it's also going to increase anonymity a little bit. It doesn't make it fully anonymous, but it just makes a little bit, it makes things blend in a little more. Yeah, of course, you're welcome. All right, so let's look at okay, what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer my face bigger or the screen bigger? I would assume screen, just so you guys can actually read what's happening. Okay, Nano Dimension and Hensoldt, which is a customer of theirs, AG, announced a joint venture for advancing, prototyping, and sharing 3D electronic printing designs. So overview for this, before I even get into the article itself, based on what I understand from this, is that it's mainly just to bring ideas together. So they're going to use this to teach people, what the technology is and how to bring ideas and prototyping together. One thing that Nano Dimension is solving here with their product guys is they're going to save time. So remember, time is a very valuable commodity that everyone has, and you can't make more of it. So let me read any more. Okay. All right. So the main objective, as we see in this sentence, of James, which James stands for Jetted Additively Manufactures Electronics Sources. Jetted additively manufactured. Maybe it's supposed to be a D. Jetted additively manufactured electronic sources, or James. Okay, anyways, the main objective of James is the development of an electronic designers community that will exchange designs and methodologies for manufacturing, component integration, and materials for printed electronics and additively manufactured electronics. By connecting the complete value chain of all designers and users of designs across corporate and geographical borders, James will allow members of its community to develop, prototype, market, and trade additively manufactured electronics and printed electronics. Is that what PE is? Yeah. Designs, proof of concepts, and products. So it's just going to increase transparency across this kind of manufacturing idea. So if you didn't understand what this whole concept was, that's essentially, in a nutshell, what it is. It's creating a community that's going to let people share ideas better with the new way to manufacture things like this. Okay. I don't care if people dislike the stream. I don't charge you guys any money to be here. So if they don't like free information and ideas, I mean, what does that say about them? You know what I'm saying? It kind of baffles me that people actually go out of their way to dislike streams, but from when I started making videos on YouTube last year, at the end of September, October, getting dislikes was discouraging. Sometimes it still is a little bit because, I put time and effort into, sharing what I know and information. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to please everyone with what you have to say or your ideas. So, just stick with people who are like-minded, and you just keep going from there. I mean, just keep moving forward. Wall Street Bets radar. What about it? Wall Street Bets was talking about Nano Dimension. So that's honestly kind of concerning, because I don't want people to be hurt. Because imagine Nano Dimension squeezes and then falls again, and then people bought at the top of the squeeze. If you don't know exactly what's happening, if you don't understand the aspect of how the markets are moving and why short squeeze, investors, retail investors who might buy it and not understand why short squeezes happen, why price moves the way it does, the psychological aspect of investing, it's going to really hurt people and prevent people from wanting to hold Nano Dimension long term just because of prior volatility. Volatility is not risk. My unpopular opinion, volatility is not risk. Risk is the underlying asset being bad. That is the real risk. If what you own sucks, that's risky. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta deal with people having difference in opinion. It's no biggie. Do you guys want to kind of look into Sensonics right now, or do you guys want to keep talking about Nano Dimension? Like, what do you guys think? Um, Gamma squeeze, yeah, that's like a new buzzword right now. Yeah, gamma squeeze. What is a gamma squeeze? Would you guys like to find out? Gamma squeeze. Gamma squeeze happens when the underlying stock price begins to go up very quickly within a short period of time. What's the difference between a squeeze and a gamma squeeze? Why the gamma? What is this? A freaking uh nuclear space blast? Like a gamma ray burst or something? I don't get it. Why does it have to have the gamma? It's just another buzzword that people are going to abuse. I mean, is a gamma squeeze just something that happens that's like more vertical than a normal kind of like traditional short squeeze? Okay. Trying to keep things interesting here. Let's look at 10-year treasury rates. That's something I haven't pulled up. So yields are still falling. Why? I mean, if yields aren't going up, is that signaling there's no inflation? I mean, are they trying to, make it seem like there's no inflation, but there is? Reverse repo markets. Let's look at this. Pull this up. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Repo does not stand for repossession, by the way. It stands for repurchase. Fed, is this going to be? Man, this isn't what I'm looking for. Whatever, I can't find it. Oh well. It's like that's what I thought. It's like a shorter, more vertical squeeze. Gamma squeeze. Okay. So it's less of a buzzword than I thought, but it's still people are just going to use it loosely is what I'm saying. Just like, hey, this is a gamma squeeze. Hey, see this? This is a gamma squeeze too. Gamma squeeze. Gamma squeeze. Ooh, hold on. I'm going to try this. Just hold on. All right, guys, just out here in my garage. Let me get this. Just out here in my garage, guys. Yeah, guys, got the I got some nice cars in the background. Yeah, there you go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, just out here. You guys like the whole background thing? Wait, how did I even do that? Settings. Got it. Chilling at the beachfront property. This is so dumb. Oh no. My computer's bugging out. Okay, we're good. We're still live. It's all right. All right. This is kind of distracting. All right. What else is important? Bitcoin's mining difficulty. We are on block 689,434 in Bitcoin's blockchain history. I thought this was pretty interesting. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure you guys can see this well. Okay. So what I have here. Oh, this is Nano Dimensions Press. No, this is, where is it? Okay. So what we are looking at here, starting from zero, this is Bitcoin's conception. All right. This is when it was made. 2009, it was block 0. Every block's worth 50. So right now in Bitcoin's history, we are around here. We're after block 630,000, but we're before block 640,000. As you can see here in the blocks, it goes up one every time, every around 10 minutes, 32, 33, 34, and it counts like that every 10 minutes. The next halving is going to be on block 840,000. So after that block, instead of 1,000 Bitcoin being introduced to the market every day, we're going to have around close to 500 Bitcoin every day. And then it gets dropped to 250. And then in the next decade, we're going to be below 1 Bitcoin every block. So less than 200 Bitcoin every day. No, 144 Bitcoin a day within the decade. So keep that in mind when you think about Bitcoin and its scarcity. Remember that is a thing that all of us are going to have to consider. I'm going to go to Sensonic's website right now. These releases. Equity grants to employees. Sensonics announces equity grants to employees under inducement plan. More recent news, Sensonics announces presentation of PROMIS study at the American Diabetes Association. This is the 81st scientific session. Sensonics announces results of the PROMIS study and accuracy of the 180-day continuous glucose monitor sensor. That was about a month ago tomorrow. And other things that have been happening in their business. This. I'm going to talk about SENS. Sensonics, Sensionics. Sensonics or Sensionics. Bitcoin billionaire. What is that? Who is that? Bitcoin billionaire. What's their name? Oh, no way. Oh, that's actually pretty wild. A 41-year-old Bitcoin mogul. If I can, this damn. Oh, that's annoying. A 41-year-old Bitcoin mogul died unexpectedly, leaving behind a fortune worth billions. Major Bitcoin investor Marcia Popescu suddenly died, leaving behind a Bitcoin fortune reportedly worth over $2 billion. It's a lot of Bitcoin. What is that in today's? 2 billion in today's, what is that? Dang, he had a lot of Bitcoin. Around close to 60,000 Bitcoin, guys, is going to be lost forever. So that's, I'm telling you, his death has prompted questions about what will happen to his enormous Bitcoin future. It's going to sit dormant forever until someone finds the private keys. That's how it's designed. Bitcoin's designed where if you lose it, it is gone until someone finds the private keys, which is likely to never happen. A major Bitcoin investor suddenly died. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, so he drowned at Playa Hermosa, which reported that he was swept away by a current and died. I don't know. I feel like a billionaire would be smarter to stay away from a riptide or something like that. Prompted questions surrounding what will now happen to his fortune. Like I said, it's probably going to sit dormant for the next 1,000 years. Controversial figure, sometimes referred to as the father of Bitcoin toxicity, known for launching Bitcoin Securities Exchange, MPEX, in 2012. Generated an aggressive brand of unapologetic Bitcoin evangelism. I don't even know how to say that correctly. That made him an influence enduring despite documented instances of sexism, bigotry, and anti-Semitism. Bitcoin magazine said he has claimed to hold 1 million Bitcoins. A million? Is he Satoshi? I don't know. Seems a little fishy to me. News. Let's see what the headlines are right now. What is the buzz around the stock market right now in the stock market? What is the buzz of today? Fresh record highs after June payroll. Okay. Strong job reports today. Okay. Right. Got it. So month to month, it makes the whole market move or something. Like month to month, nothing matters in my opinion. More MMAT sounds familiar, but I don't think I have. Interesting to see that. It's interesting when that news hit. Bitcoin took off this past week to 36,000. Yeah. Perfect time to make this vid. I've been buying Nano Dimension call options today. Never. It's played by people. GP, I know we were talking. I thought we were talking Nano Dimension. I love Bitcoin. That's what happens. So what am I supposed to do? Do I change the title right now? I'm going to change the title. Title is going to be New Things. What's buzzing in the stock markets? That's a, I don't know. That's kind of a weird title. Is that a weird title? Whatever. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. And if you want to see streams like this in the future, consider subscribing because that is how you're going to get future streams of mine, and we can, talk about stocks together. And Bitcoin. Okay. New headline. Stocks make the biggest moves midday. Krispy Kreme, Virgin Galactic, IBM, Diddy, and more. So donuts are the future, guys. That's what I got from this. Donuts are the future. Krispy Kreme. What about Krispy Kreme? The donut chain's shares fell 8.9% on Friday, losing some of the 23.5% it gained in its first day of trading on Thursday. Krispy Kreme, they just IPO'd, huh? Okay. Krispy Kreme's return to the public markets comes 5 years after the company was taken private by Jab Holdings. The chain priced its IPO at 17 a share, below its planned range of 21 to 24. It lifted its fiscal 2020 revenue 70% to 1.2 billion. I'm actually so uninformed about Krispy Kreme. They have a good brand, but I mean they're donuts. So I mean, as long as people need to eat, which is always because people need to eat, Krispy Kreme should be relevant. I mean, people love their donuts. Diddy shares of the newly public Chinese ride-sharing company fell 5.3%. Ride-sharing right now is in the waters because of Tesla. I don't know, I'm not really big on ride-sharing. IBM, the tech company shares fell more than 4.6% after announcing Jim Whitehurst stepped down as president after 14 months. So this one event drops shares. Everything drops 4.5% because of this. You have to look at more than just the surface here. Charles Schwab ticked 1% lower after the company said it's being investigated by the SEC regarding disclosures involving Schwab's robo-advisors, Reuters reports. 1% makes headlines. CNBC here, guys. All right, next article. Tesla's stock gets no help from record deliveries. Here's what Wall Street thinks. It's probably priced in already. Tesla delivered 201,250 cars in the second quarter, but traded down 0.3%. Guys, 1/3% makes headlines. It's insane. They got to put something out there, because then how are they going to get that ad revenue? How is CNBC or Barron's going to get ad revenue if they're not pumping out articles every single day about the smallest things? Tell me. Where are they going to get it from? Three embarrassingly cheap dividend stocks. Okay, what are the three? Let's just get to the meat here. Brookfield Renewable, okay. $1 trillion industry, buzzwords, woo! Paying world-class dividends, but the stock has been out of favor with investors for recent months. BEP stock, not sure what they specialize in besides renewables, like what kind of renewables. I'm totally uninformed here. We got 3M stock, okay. Strong brand, paying dividends. Why doubt this stock? 60 years of increasing dividends. Why doubt them? Do you guys have any suggestions? Why would we doubt a stock that's had dividends increasing for the last 60 years? Yeah, no, I agree. Baby's first reaction. I agree 100% with you. Don't trust these major news outlets. They have to pump articles because despite what they're saying, even if they hardly did any research, they got to pump these articles out, because how are they going to generate revenue for CNBC? They need endorsements. They need, ad revenues. They need, they just need to put, they need to put content out. That's just how it works. You need to pump out content. You need to produce. So that's what they do. Clorox stock is getting wiped out. Really? Guys, Clorox stock is getting wiped out, guys. Clorox is getting wiped out right now. Clorox stock is getting wiped out, guys. They're being destroyed right now. I don't know if you guys can pick up the sarcasm, but they're being destroyed right now. This makes headlines, guys. I don't get it, but someone's got to put some content out there for everyone to, read. We're getting a bounce here. This is a good sign. These it might, hear me out though, Clorox could go to the bottom, intermediate bottom, probably $140, but if we're lucky, it'll bounce here. Wait, this is bad. Hold on. If we're lucky, it'll bounce here. If it falls, it's going to trade between this range, between $140 and $165. That is looking purely at stock technicals. We got some converging support here with a 200 moving average also. So, I mean, I guess for Clorox, it's still above the 200 MA. Are they talking about that in the, is Clorox talking about the 200 MA in the, I mean, is CNN talking about that? I don't know. Moving average. Nope, they don't even bring it up. So it's like, it's just material. I mean, Paul's got to post something, right? Or else how's he going to make that paper? Sorry, I'm like bullying all these articles, but I really think all these headlines are just avoid major news. If like there's one takeaway here, guys, avoid major news unless it really impacts fundamentals. CLX. Okay. I'm gonna be on stream for a little while longer, guys, and then I'm gonna hop off here in a few minutes. I'm gonna hop off in like 5 minutes. How does that sound? Any questions you guys got, please ask me so I can address them for you guys. I want to be able to talk about anything you guys want to talk about and provide some value for you guys. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for the questions to flood in. I'll see you later, baby's first reaction. If you have a name and you want to share it, let me know, and I can call you by your first name or last name. I mean, it's totally up to you. I will see you later. Guys, don't be scared to type in the chat. I want your guys' feedback. I want you guys to be involved. Bitcoin and Bitcoin miner stocks. We got Marathon Digital and Riot being the big ones. On a weekly right now, so it looks a little wonky. We're trending up on the mining stocks right now. So like I said, Bitcoin difficulty is expected to change today. The biggest Bitcoin difficulty adjustment in its history is expected to happen today. In its 12 years of existing, today. It's going to happen on block number... it happens every 2016 blocks is when we expect these difficulty adjustments. So this is expected to happen on block 689,472. So we are approximately... I'll tell you how many blocks away we are. We got 38 more blocks, guys, before the next halving. I mean, not halving, next difficulty adjustment. So it's going to happen today. It's going to be very drastic, but more Bitcoins are going to be mined now than they were recently. So pretty much if your hash rate did not change what you're contributing to the network, you're going to be discovering blocks a little bit more frequently than you were prior because there's less competition right now. Do you guys want to see what a Bitcoin miner looks like? Is that something that interests you guys? I could bring one up. I have one right here. Hold on. You know, I'm going to bring it up for you guys. This is actually what an old one looks like, but this is an Antminer S9. So you guys can take a look at that. It's literally just a couple of hash boards and a and control board and a power supply. It's like a little, it's basically, it's a computer. It's a computer. That's what it is. Yeah, you can literally print Bitcoin with that, guys. That is a Bitcoin printer. That's what it looks like. Even though it's an older one, but yeah. Sensonics. So we'll do some technicals real quick because I'm about to get off, guys. Sensonics is going to be trading in this range, likely. Nothing's expected to happen because it was in this range. How do I get a better... So I had price reaction around these points, which is why I have this support. and resistance. I actually don't really like these support and resistance levels too much. But I mean, they're general areas. So the fact that it came out of this area, traded back up, breached this area again. Oh, wait, you guys can't see the chart. I'm sorry. Hold on. So the fact that it traded outside of, I'm going to switch it to Heiken-Ashi also so it looks a little easier to read. Okay. So it traded out of this range. So if we put this range here, this came from these highs that were breached, okay? Previous resistance and previous resistance and support also. It traded out of this range, pulled any orders out of this range, back up into this, again, into this range, breached this range again on the upside, breached resistance, and fell back down as through the support back under resistance, back into this range. So pretty much, in a nutshell, Sensonics is going to be trading. It's going to be volatile, plus or minus 20% between $3.30 and around $3.90, maybe $4. Okay, so that's what you guys can expect. It's going to be fluctuating between those two price points. That's what I'm expecting. Very likely. HVPT. There's not much to see here, honestly. It's too new. I would have to look at their current situation, shares outstanding. I would have to look at the amount of Bitcoin they're producing, the hash rate that they have to contribute to the network. We got to figure out how they're scaling. There's a whole. You have to approach it differently with mining stocks because you have to understand exactly what goes into Bitcoin mining. I can help you guys understand that. I don't know every single thing, but I know that you need to have good supply. You need to have a good supplier source to be able to contribute to your hash rate. You need to have consistent energy sources. People are like pushing ESG now, so that's also like important, I guess. I think there's a narrative behind that kind of is a little fishy. Like, I don't think ESG is as important regarding Bitcoin mining because so much of it is done on, first of all, like renewable sources and energy that's otherwise going to be used. If you're paying for energy, you can use it however you want. Like, you paid for it, so how are you going to tell me how to use it? You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. ESG is kind of weird with Bitcoin as well. Yeah, Bitcoin mining, guys, if you guys can get involved in here's a secret. So you guys have made it to the end of the stream, okay? The 19 of you. Here's a secret that if you guys take it and run with it, I think there is a huge probability that we are going to be very prosperous in the future if we can execute. Natural gas Bitcoin mining. If you guys can get into, if you guys know anyone in oil and gas who is willing to contribute stranded gas or flared gas specifically to contribute to mining, it is going to be the most lucrative thing you have done, I would say, in the next like decade. Honestly, like I think it'll outperform Nano Dimension, in my opinion. If you can get involved in natural gas Bitcoin mining with stranded gas or flared gas, that is going to be super lucrative. And if you have an oil and gas background already, I hope you take it and run with it. And if you find something, please get me involved. I'm also running a project right now. I have around 20 Bitcoin miners right now. I haven't really tried to look for investors, but I'm kind of tight on money. So if you guys want to contribute to a Bitcoin mining operation and you want to partner with myself and with any other people involved, I might only take a few people just because the deal isn't big enough to have too many investors. So if you guys are interested, visit my Twitter page at JP_investing. Message me there. And if you're interested in getting involved in Bitcoin mining, I have a supplier right now that has like around 150 Antminer S9s that I'm going to try and buy around 40 of them So if you want to contribute to that, let me know. And I'm in the talks with a few oil and gas operators right now as well, and they're very serious about getting this going. So if that's something you guys are interested in, visit my Twitter page and message me there. Everything's going to be on paper. It's going to be incorporated. I'm going to file with the Texas, what do they even call it? The Secretary of State? Sorry, for creating an entity for this, and everything's going to be on paper. This is legit. This isn't BS. So if you're interested, visit my Twitter page. But pretty much that's the end of the stream, guys. I just wanted to bring that last opportunity to you guys. If you guys like watching streams like this and are interested in getting into future streams or wanting more information about me or contacting me personally, you guys can visit the Patreon page as well, where I post my thoughts and ideas that I generally don't post on like Twitter and other things. Go on my Patreon, which is also JP Investing. There's no underscore. Patreon.com/JP Investing. That's my Patreon. It's only $5 a month. There might be a couple spots that are $1.50 a month if you want to join that. I make it that cheap for a reason. I want people to get involved. If you learned anything from the stream, guys, I try to bring as much value to you guys that I have learned from my experiences. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel if you have learned or gotten any value from this at all in any way, shape, or form. Also, I love gaming on PC. So if you are a gamer and you like stocks and investing, but on your leisure time you like to play video games, I have not had too much time to play video games, but when I do, I would love to play with my subscribers on these games. That was a dangerous sentence. Primarily, I play Rocket League, Hunt Showdown. What else have I played recently? And Killing Floor 2. Those are pretty intense games that I play. So I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there on for you guys to take advantage of. So yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream, and I will see you in the next stream. Thank you guys for sticking around, the 19 of you who are still here and everyone else who joined. You guys are amazing, and I will see you in the next stream. Peace. Can't wait to see you guys. Sorry I'm awkward.